Yes, I think we are live. Yes, we are live. Welcome everyone to Crick Domestic, and today pretty special evening we have because I am means in our channel we are starting a IPL previews, team previews. We were thinking about it for a long time, and we are starting with none other than Royal Challengers Bangalore. Getting straight to the point, welcome Sparsh. He's a very dear friend of mine from Twitter. Whoever is active in Twitter really knows about him. Is really a great guy, and I'm a literally fan of his analysis and all, and he's such a proactive guy. And I think the maybe none better in my in my list of mutuals who can come here and speak about RCB because of his passion and all. Welcome, Sparsh. Good to have you. How are you feeling?
Thank you. First of all, thank you so much for this opportunity. आपने मुझे बुलाया यहाँ पे. I'm truly grateful. And obviously, the buzz is in the air. IPL is coming. IPL. I mean, when I think of IPL, the first thing which comes to my mind is that song "India का त्योहार" because it literally is. 2 महीना हर आदमी घर में बैठ के IPL ही देखता है. तो it's fantastic to be here, and it's always good chatting cricket.
Yeah, always good chatting cricket. And what's better than talking about RCB? It's always there's something to talk about RCB throughout the year, not only in this during these 2 months actually. But let's get straight to the point. Spurs RCB 18 edition of the IPL. I hope they can do something this season. But let's start with what kind of combination are you expecting? Means first, because a combination we will think about it so that easy padega we to talk about the things from from the openers and the middle overs and all strength and weaknesses. But starting with the combination of the openers, definitely Salt, Virat, no brainer there.
100%. Phil Salt, Virat Kohli. Many मतलब कई लोग देवदत्त पटिकल सजेस्ट कर रहे हैं but then it's not sensible moving Virat Kohli out from that opening slot. At number 3, if Virat Kohli bats at number 3, it's not that he can't, but at this stage of his career जहाँ पे his reflexes have slowed down and starting against spin can be a bit of an issue. I don't think it's required, especially अगर आप डेटा भी देखेंगे तो विराट कोहली का एज एन ओपनर वर्सेस एट नंबर 3 इन द आईपीएल परफॉर्मेंसेस में बहुत अंतर है. तो आई डोंट
Yeah,
थिंक वहां पे
definitely.
करने की कोई जरूरत है. तो विराट एंड सॉल्ट नो ब्रेनर ओवर देयर.
No brainer over there. And I think this is also going to be one of the strength as well because the way Kohli has done the things with Faf du Plessis, now Phil Salt has done tremendous job for KKR last season, and he has been doing well for a while in this format. Is your expectations means high? Should RCB fans put their money on him?
फिल सॉल्ट last season was fantastic for KKR. अभी the form which he is bringing into the IPL वहां पे थोड़ा सा लोचा है
Yeah,
because
definitely.
subcontinent का tour हुआ था. He came to India, he failed in all the 3 ODIs, all the 3 T20s, went to the Champions Trophy, he failed terribly over there as well. But at the same time, it's not like ये कोई random player है. Phil Salt is a proven T20 player. अगर पिछले 2 या 3 साल since 2023 अगर अपन डेटा उठा के देखें तो he is the 5th highest run getter globally in T20s. So there is proven T20 pedigree over there, and I think the conditions at the Chinnaswamy will offer that stage for a resurgence for Phil Salt. So agar, I
Yeah.
think it's a fantastic opportunity for Phil Salt to actually get back into form, and with Virat Kohli kind of lay the foundation for the middle order to come.
Yeah, definitely. And I think we look at the squad, I think that I think that nobody beats that pair. I think because there's no brainer, as you also said that I think Salt and Kohli gonna do the proceedings.
Hmm.
Let's move on from this to uh, you mentioned DDP Devdutt Padikkal means
Mm-hmm.
okay. There were some issues in the auctions that RCB might have done well at some point of time. They missed out on some good options. But let's not go there because some of the local players also tremendous talents are there from Karnataka. The likes of Abhinav Manohar went to SRH, which already possess a very dangerous batting, and then the addition of Abhinav Manohar just makes it better. But I think as someone who likes to see RCB play, I think I would have loved to have Abhinav Manohar. But खैर वो एक issue हो गया अभी जो हो गया. But DDP, and he was not sold in the first hand if I remember well.
Mm-hmm.
उसको बाद में लिया गया. They were going to invest on Venkatesh Iyer. They went behind
हाँ.
him for a very high price. So
हम्म.
can DDP solve the problem of number 3? Because I think he will need to, because एक one dimensional नहीं तो बैटिंग ऑर्डर हो जाएगा. एक लेफ्ट हैंडर वहां पे चाहिए. यस, बेथल इज देयर, बट इंडियन ऑप्शन भी तो चाहिए ना कोर में हमको.
100%. एंड दैट इज मतलब एज यू मेंशनड, यहाँ पे एक एस्पेक्ट है जहाँ पे आई फेल्ट कि आरसीबी कुड हैव डन अ बिट बेटर इन द ऑक्शन.
या
इनफैक्ट लास्ट ईयर भी उनके स्क्वाड में दे हैड महिपाल लोमरोर. They could have bought him back or used an RTM as well. I don't know. I expected them to, but for whatever reason they did not go that way. Now Padikkal at number 3, phew, it's difficult to say. He may come off, he may not come off. Agar if I go into the stats again, Padikkal ka strike rate
या
in UAE when he was playing, वहां पे थोड़ा low था. But when he came to India, the numbers went up. And I think RCB will use him in a very specific role. जहाँ पे, as you mentioned, he's the only left-hander in the middle order. So I
या
think he will specifically be deployed to attack in spin, basically left arm spin and leg spin. और अगर इन दो specific bowling types के against उसके number देखे, UAE में strike rate था 120 के आसपास. जब
या
इंडिया आया तो वो हो गया 140. तो it's not
या
like he cannot do it. इट्स जस्ट कि पता नहीं करेगा नहीं करेगा. एंड अगर और अंदर घुस के देखे, सैंपल साइज थोड़ा छोटा हो जाता है. बट अगर स्पेसिफिकली मैं 3 वेन्यूज पे देखूं, मुंबई, कोलकाता, बैंगलोर, बेसिकली गुड बैटिंग डेक्स, राइट. और अभी 7 गेम ये बैंगलोर में खेलने वाला है. दैट स्ट्राइक रेट अगेंस्ट इन स्पिन गोज अप टू 170. तो
या
देयर इज सम पोटेंशियल ओवर देयर. उसका हाइट है, ही हैज लॉन्ग लेवर्स एंड ही कैन क्लियर द फेंस, ही हैज पावर एज वेल. बट अगेन आई फील लाइक देयर वर बेटर ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल. एंड
Yeah,
प्रोबेबली
the
वहां
likes
पे
of the
थोड़ा सा.
likes of Nehal Vadera and all, these are very
एग्जैक्टली.
dangerous option you could have had. Uh,
हम्म.
in fact, Nehal also going from a very poor form in the recent past. But I think if you look at in the squad, is I think the Devdutt Padikkal has to come in at number 3, because
हम्म.
for especially the way they were so much behind Venkatesh Iyer
हाँ.
to have that number 3 position, and Venkatesh Iyer would have done really well in Chinnaswamy, and I think Padikkal will also take it care, because it's a home ground. If you
हम्म.
ask my personal opinion, I think Devdutt Padikkal going to turn it around, because जिसके ऊपर मतलब ऐसा प्रेशर होता है कि अगेंस्ट द वॉल, दे आर पुश्ड अगेंस्ट द वॉल, देन दे कम अप वेल. वी हैव सीन द लाइक्स ऑफ केएल राहुल डूइंग दैट इन द रीसेंट पास्ट. वी लाइक्स
हम्म.
अय्यर, ये सब बड़े प्लेयर्स हैं. आई थिंक डेविड पडिक्कल का इंटरनेशनल करियर के हिसाब से भी, अगर इफ यू सी इंडिया ए, ही प्लेड रियली वेल इन द लास्ट 15 months has been very good
हम्म.
for him, for both Karnataka, for both India A, and then again he went on to play Test cricket as well for India. So I think
हाँ.
he would want to capitalize on that momentum he has. I hope he has good time homecoming here, and the second stint with RCB is a special one, maybe with the trophy. Let's see. But अभी अगर आगे देखते हैं, what I think make this team special. थोड़ा अगर bowling पे आए, we will come back to the middle order with the likes of Jacob Bethel and all. But if we come to the bowling, because especially I think you would also like to speak on this. The spin attack may be inexperienced, yes, but I think the Pacers are their strength. What are you say? Means I think what how the Pacers are going to come around for RCB this season. I think they're going to be their saviors this season.
Possibly. I mean, they have invested heavily in that pace attack. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Josh Hazelwood, backups maybe they have Nuwan Tushara, लुंगी एंड गेडी क्यों लिया वो नहीं पता, बट ठीक है उसको भी ले लिया है. एंड दे ऑलरेडी हैड यश दयाल. उसके बाद फिर वो रसिक सलाम फॉर 6 करोड़.
Six Salam,
दैट इज
yeah.
अ बिग बाय. तो दे हैव इन्वेस्टेड इन दैट डिपार्टमेंट. मे बी सिराज के ऊपर आरटीएम कर सकते थे, मे बी नॉट. यहाँ पे थोड़ा यू नो डिवाइडेड ओपिनियंस मिलते हैं. आई पर्सनली वुड हैव प्रेफर्ड दैट, बिकॉज इंडियन ऑल फेस बॉलर्स जब आपके पास है तो यू शुड नॉट आइडियली लेट गो ऑफ देम. स्पेशली अगर सिराज का रिकॉर्ड उठा के देखेंगे तो डेथ ओवर्स में जैसा एक पब्लिक परसेप्शन है, ही हैज नॉट बीन दैट बैड. एंड फिटनेस वाइज भी अगर देखें तो इंडियन पेसर्स में सिराज इज वन ऑफ दोस गाइज हु बॉल्स अ लॉट बट डज नॉट ब्रेक डाउन इजीली. तो सिराज के ऊपर आरटीएम में भी चला सकते थे, बट ठीक है, यू नो दे गॉट भुवनेश्वर कुमार, तो आई एम हैप्पी विद दैट. एक चीज है कि प्रोबेबली उनके जो बहुत सारे बॉलर्स हैं उनके स्ट्रेंथ्स थोड़ा ओवरलैप कर रहे हैं. जैसे भुवनेश्वर
Yeah.
हो गया, यश दयाल हो गया, हेजलवुड हो गया, इवन नुवान तुषारा, ऑल ऑफ देम आइडियली यू वांट टू सी देम बॉलिंग इन द पावर प्ले नए बॉल के
Yes.
साथ. तो यहाँ
Agree.
पे ओवर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बिकम्स वेरी क्रिटिकल. हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू यूज देम? इनफैक्ट कौन खेलेगा कौन नहीं खेलेगा, दैट ऑल्सो बिकम्स अ पॉइंट. तो एक ये छोटा सा प्रॉब्लम है डेथ बॉलिंग में. यार देखो, जिसके पास बुमराह नहीं है वो सबके सब रोएंगे, especially the kind of conditions यहाँ पे है. तो except for मुंबई इंडियंस, इनफैक्ट मुंबई इंडियंस भी, बिकॉज बुमराह कितना खेलेगा हमको नहीं पता है. तो डेथ बॉलिंग तो सबका प्रॉब्लम है. But I feel like RCB overall they do have the resources if they use them properly.
Yeah, and I think they have. This is where they have done well in the auction, to be very honest. And
Hmm.
about Siraj, yeah, they could have gone for him because he's someone like he you want to have as a franchisee player. You can
Hmm.
present him as a franchisee player. He can be the leader of the pack, and he has a different connection with RCB altogether. But
हाँ.
I think I think जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है because Ahmedabad also going to
Hmm.
be very good for him.
Better for him.
Chinnaswamy, yeah, better for him.
Hmm.
Definitely a
Hmm.
better option for someone like him on that in those conditions.
हाँ.
And Andy Flowers has mentioned in their auction plans that they were focusing on bringing in bowlers who can bowl in the conditions of Chinnaswamy, and that
Hmm.
is what actually struck in my mind. And I think they have done this. They have done it this time because if you see Rasik Dar, he was coming on the back of that emerging Asia Cup campaign where he bowled really well. I think in
Hmm.
Oman में हो रहा था वो. Oman में he bowled really well. Then I saw him smashing Yorkers in the practice sessions of RCB now going on. वहाँ पे भी and
Hmm.
तुषारा वगैरह ये भी तुषारा को don't you might feel that he's a bit slinger action bowler, so he might be a
Hmm.
very good that. But his strength is PP, as Sparsh mentioned. His
Hmm.
strength is very much on the power play actually, and Bhuvneshwar there, and Hazelwood definitely the big Aussie who
Leader
will
of the
bring a
attack है
lot
वो
of
तो.
leader of the attack and
Hmm.
experience. And I hope that he repeat what he done in the past for RCB. So I think they have focused, keeping in that mind what they told in that video of the auction plans. I think they have really much pulled it off at least the bowling lineup. And if you see in the spin as well, Krunal Pandya numbers are extremely well.
Goodbye.
We'll come back to
Hmm.
that. We'll come back to that. But yeah, that way I think this is the way. But especially you said that the roles are overlapping. So is it a very interesting topic to hear? I want to bring that how RCB gonna distribute or share the seamer overs, which
Hmm.
I think will be very important and I think can be the season decider for them.
हाँ, 100%. This is a big aspect of, I think because पाटीदार नया कैप्टन भी है, how is he going to use
Hmm.
them will play a big role. तो I think it also depends on कौन खेलेगा. भुवनेश्वर हेजलवुड तो पक्का खेलेंगे. कृणाल पांड्या पक्का
Yeah,
खेलेगा. लिविंगस्टन खेलेगा 2 ओवर मे बी. आई थिंक वी कैन एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम लियम लिविंगस्टन. एंड अब रसिक सलाम और यश दयाल में से कौन खेलता है, या फिर दोनों खेलते हैं, सो यश शर्मा भी है वहां पे. तो दैट्स अ बिट ऑफ अ प्रॉब्लम. आई एम लाइक, अगर मुझे पूछे तो आई विल गो विथ हेजलवुड, भुवनेश्वर, एंड आई गो विथ रसिक सलाम एज द थर्ड सीमर. दयाल को रिटेन किए थे, बट overall, given how the squad has developed after the auction, it's difficult, for Dayal to find a place in that 12 for me at least. Rasik Salam, because see, Bhuvneshwar, Hazelwood in the power play, 100% नए बॉल के साथ, you want both of them to be bowling in their best phase. तो दो ओवर वहां पे आप दोनों से एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं. एंड उसके बाद अगर आप यश दयाल को भी खिलाते हैं, तो फिर where is he going to bowl? In that case, Hazelwood will have to move out of his optimal usage. He will have to bowl probably one to close out the power play, though in the and come back in the middle to bowl some hit the deck, or uske baad return at the death. But ideally, you want Hazelwood to be bowling up front and striking with the new ball. So that is where I feel like they shall go with Rasik Salam. So Bhuvneshwar, Hazelwood in the power play, a bit of Salam in the middle, probably an over of Hazelwood again in the middle for some hit the deck bowling, because RCB they don't have an option over there. Hit the deck seam.
yeah,
Last season, Cameron Green was playing that role for them. इस बार I don't see a proper option over there, and that's why I feel Hazelwood को एक आध ओवर बीच में डालना पड़ेगा. Rasik Salam in the middle, और उसके बाद again Hazelwood and Salam to close out the
yeah,
innings at the death. That's how I see it going. अगर दयाल खेलता है तो फिर
yes.
थोड़ा सा मैसअप हो जाता है वो.
हाँ मैसअप हो जाता है बट आई थिंक ही इज वन ऑफ द people who are coming and has been retained actually in the squad
That's the thing,
from
हाँ.
the last season. And also एक चीज है I think they would like to go with a pace dominant bowling attack here uh, because it's Chinnaswamy, and I think the lack of experience they have in the spin side. Yes,
Hmm.
their early struggles last season. One of the main reason was the absence of wicket taking option in the spin overs,
Hmm.
especially when Kern Sharma came in. वहां से
Hmm.
चेंज हुआ एक्चुअली. कर्ण शर्मा,
Swapnil,
स्वप्निल
Swapnil.
सिंह. यस 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 यस.
हाँ.
कर्ण शर्मा, स्वप्निल सिंह, ये सब जब आए तब एक्चुअली चेंज हुआ. Do you see
Hmm.
means the same thing can go to this time, and this time I think they have a better pace attack than last season.
100%. But I think it also depends on the conditions. अगर चिन्नास्वामी में they see that जो न्यू बॉल का मूवमेंट है इट इज एक्सटेंडेड अंटिल द 7th और द 8th ओवर, तब जाके आई फील कि you have a case of playing all three, Dayal, Hazelwood and Bhuvneshwar, and also Razik Salam. In that case I think you can play all four. But अगर यूजुअल कंडीशंस है जहां पे 2-3 ओवर के बाद बॉल ज्यादा हिलता नहीं है, in that case I you know, as much as I hate to say it, because Dayal was exceptional last year, he was RCB's best pacer even ahead of Siraj. In that case I feel like they will have to drop Dayal, because you cannot drop Hazelwood, you cannot drop Bhuvneshwar Kumar, and simply for the sake of the team, I think they will have to go towards Razik Salam, and they have invested heavily in him. 6 crore दिए उसको, तो
Yeah.
बिठाने के लिए तो दिए नहीं होंगे. I feel like he will play.
And I think it's going to be a pace dominant bowling
Hmm.
attack, as I mentioned here, because and today also Irfan Pathan actually tweeted that leave some grass there on
हाँ.
the deck, leave some grass there on the deck, because that's going to help. I think many RCB fans
हाँ.
who are means pretty much who have been following closely RCB for years, they also have given some points that. Maybe the conditions they look for the pitches which will actually assist the
Hmm.
pace bowlers. And the recent WPL also it has good decks. So I think let's see what we have in front of us.
Hmm.
It's going to be a long season. But yeah, let's come back to the batting Spurge. If you see, means I think it's a dilemma for me especially because मैं अभी तक सोच मैं I failed to decide whom I think we can go with here. But let's go from your point of view first. What kind of middle order you are looking at RCB starting, and maybe also tell what you want.
Uh, exactly, because you know these are two different things. Starting वो क्या
Yes.
करेंगे versus what I want.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
think they will go with Patidar at number 4. वो तो no brainer है. Patidar will have to play at number 4.
yeah,
Number 5, number 6 will be between Jitesh and Livingston. और उसके
yeah.
बाद number 7 पे you will have Tim David. This is what I think they will do.
They
What
will do.
I want is a bit different. I ideally want Jacob Bethel to play, and
Yeah,
instead of Padikkal at top, I think I'll go with Bhandage. So I'll have
yeah.
Jacob Bethel at number 3, Patidar 4, and then Livingston or Jitesh at 5, 6. And then at 7, I'll have Manoj Bhandage, who I think has been fantastic in the last
Fantastic.
couple of
Yeah,
years in the Maharaja Trophy.
Maharaja
So
Trophy.
हाँ, I feel like there is a lot of potential over there. Last year, या फिर in fact in the last couple of seasons, I think he has been with RCB, and
Yeah,
he did not even make it to the impact player list. अनुज रावत उसके ऊपर कैसे खेल रहा था मुझे आज तक समझ नहीं आया है. तो I feel like this is what I will want, but I think they will go with Padikkal, Patidar, Livingston, Jitesh, and then Tim David at number 6, which is not bad. But I feel like Jacob Bethel will just elevate the 11 to another level.
yeah. Jacob Bethel is a exciting option to have, and
Hmm.
maybe the only English player जो excite करती है alongside Salt obviously.
हाँ.
लिविंगस्टन का भी अभी थोड़ा ऑन एंड ऑफ रहता है, वो
Hmm.
कंसिस्टेंसी दिखने को मिलेगा कि नहीं. लेट्स सी in that middle order, because it's a very huge means and उसके बाद we don't have means RCB don't have the other keeping option as well. You have to go with the Jitesh Sharma option there. So they Romario Shepherd here somewhere around will be coming in at some point. What do you think? Means हाँ थोड़ा मतलब out of the box question हो गया, but do you see Romario Shepherd making it to this batting lineup purely as a batter?
आई थिंक पॉसिबली अगर टिम डेविड खेलता है और उसका फॉर्म नहीं दिखता है, इन दैट केस आई फील लाइक रोमारियो शेफर्ड विल हैव अ केस. बट टू स्टार्ट ऑफ, टिम डेविड विल प्ले. बाय द वे, शेफर्ड इज अ गुड इंक्लूजन. आई एम नॉट टू
Yeah,
क्या बोलते हैं, सैड अबाउट इट. शेफर्ड
yeah,
ओवर द पास्ट कपल ऑफ इयर्स आई थिंक हिटिंग एबिलिटी में बहुत ज्यादा एक इंप्रूवमेंट आया है. लास्ट सीजन एज वेल आई थिंक ही स्मैक्ड 100 नॉकिया for 6
Yeah,
boundaries in 6 balls last over में. He took him down for some 25-26 in an over. तो hitting ability है, और अगर टिम डेविड का फॉर्म थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे होता है, in that case I feel like Romario will come into the picture.
yeah, definitely. And impact player hai, so you can use those firepower with the bat now.
हाँ.
It's all batters game. It's continues to be a batters game. So Romario can really come in here. But if you see Spurs, let's come to the strength and weaknesses. In strength, means RCB strength. Definitely, we already spoke about the pace attack. Will you add on something on that, or if you have something else in your mind that this is going to be the trump card for the RCB lineup this year?
स्ट्रेंथ्स में बोले तो आई थिंक दे हैव डन वन थिंग जो कि पिछले सीजन्स में इनके पास नहीं रहा है. दे हैव इन्वेस्टेड इन अ इंडियन कोर. अगर आप
Yeah,
देखेंगे, यू हैव कोहली,
correct.
यू हैव पडिक्कल, जितेश शर्मा, यू हैव भुवनेश्वर कुमार, यश दयाल, कृणाल पांड्या. आई डोंट रिमेम्बर द लास्ट टाइम आई सॉ दीज काइंड ऑफ इंडियन नेम्स. पाटीदार को कैप्टन बना दिया. हमेशा आरसीबी, दे हैव गॉन फॉर दीज मेगा स्टार्स, या फिर these big players, but this time they have gone for relatively low profile but impactful, valuable kind of players. So that is one strength which I see not just for this season but even going forward. The Indian core काम ही आएगा for this entire cycle. So that is one thing. Second thing, I think they have excellent batting depth. कृणाल
Correct.
कृणाल पांड्या at number 8, फिर रसिक सलाम की भी थोड़ी बहुत hitting ability है, I guess. He can bat at
Yeah.
number 9. So batting depth इनके पास बहुत है, which I think, I don't think it can compensate for the lack of a left-hander, which is a major weakness. But that's one good thing to have, especially in this impact player era, जहाँ पे the conditions for batting are. I mean, last season we saw, right, 250 also was chased down, I guess, by Punjab. It was
Punjab,
so
yes, 260. Yeah.
260 against SRH, I think. तो आई थिंक दिस इज अ गुड थिंग टू हैव. बाकी सीम अटैक तो मैं एज सच नहीं कहूंगा, बट आई विल से द फर्स्ट 16 ओवर्स ऑफ बॉलिंग, दैट इज अ बिग स्ट्रेंथ
Yeah.
जो इस बार दे हैव. डेथ बॉलिंग फिर से, किस टीम का स्ट्रेंथ होता है वो, किसी का नहीं होता है,
नहीं
हर टीम
नहीं
का
नहीं
वीकनेस होता है वो.
नहीं
तो
actually the team
हाँ
who does better there, actually they it's an advantage for them, and especially somewhere like Rajneesh Swami, you don't
हाँ
expect
हाँ
that to
हाँ,
be strength of anyone. But
बिल्कुल.
I think this time they have invested on players, as you also mentioned, I also mentioned that I think this is going to be a better at least execution wise, this time it will be better in the death overs at least.
हाँ.
Agar, if we go towards the likes of Rafiq Salam, if Hazelwood can repeat what he has done in the past,
हम्म
so I think this is going to be a better one. And जो middle overs में भी जो runs control नहीं हो रहे थे, कृणाल पांड्या definitely,
ही
I
विल
think
प्ले
he
रोल.
is the, अभी अगर spin के बारे में भी बात किया जाए, I will add here. Krunal Pandya's statistics are there in Chinnaswamy is tremendous. In IPL, he has means economy rate of like around six only, 6.5. ऐसा
हम्म.
ही है उनका. And
हाँ.
he has bowled well in the Saeed Mushtaq Ali Trophy as well, Chinnaswamy में. So
हम्म
this is going to be means a good. I think they have invested well. This is going to be one of the strengths that they are looking to control the run flow this
हाँ.
time. And I think they, as you said, Indian core, that is also one of the
हम्म.
strength. And I think Phil Salt form को अगर ना देखे तो I think that's also going to play a huge
गुड
role
बाय.
in
हम्म
laying the foundation.
हम्म
I think these three factors, the opening pair, the pace attack, and the Krunal Pandya factor, I think this is
हम्म.
going to be the important season decider for them. But as you mentioned, if we come to the weakness, the left-hander woes continues because कहाँ
हम्म.
हम लोग के पास एक टाइम पे मोइन अली था जिसको वो भी हम लोग यूज नहीं
नहीं किया.
आरसीबी ने यूज नहीं किया ठीक से. वी
हाँ.
सॉ हाउ सीएसके यूज्ड हिम एंड प्रीटी सक्सेसफुल, टू टाइटल्स जीत के उसके बाद. सो मींस Jacob Bethel is the answer for this weakness, or any other ground where you see that this is going to be going to bother them? Any other factors which can gonna bother them?
आइडियली तो जैकब बेथल आंसर है, बट खिलाएंगे नहीं शायद. तो दैट इज अ
Yeah,
प्रॉब्लम, बिकॉज आरसीबी ऑक्शन के बाद दे रिलीज्ड दिस 4 वीडियो लॉन्ग सीरीज, ऑक्शन डॉक्यू सीरीज कुछ तो था, वेयर इन दे वर टॉकिंग अबाउट कि what their auction strategy was, और उसको देख के लगा कि Bethel is a backup option for someone like a Livingston, which I don't agree with. I think Bethel shall be playing. He shall be playing at number 3-4, kind of sharing responsibility with Patidar in the middle to attack spin. But खिलाएंगे नहीं यार, तो that it definitely is a weakness because Padikkal खेलेगा, Padikkal से कितना कितना expectation रख सकते हैं, I'm not too sure. So
Yeah,
definitely
definitely.
left-hander in the middle, batting against left arm spin, leg spin, that is a weakness.
And I will add to that point that another factor which I'm looking at here. Yes, we have said that Krunal Pandya is a very good option to have to control the run flow. But if you see the squad, there is no means reliable leg spinner जो आप बोलते
हाँ.
हैं कि is a means is the go-to bowler during the middle overs. Last year we
हम्म
saw that it and luckily Swapnil Singh stepped up, but
हम्म
will will he or can he come in with Krunal Pandey in the side now? So that is a
हम्म
big question now. So Mohit Rathi is there. Mohit Rathi is one name. That the second last name that is Mohit Rathi. Uh, that is I don't know. I have not seen much. I have even in the videos where we spoke about the domestic players. Mohit Rathi doesn't seem to be a big turner of the ball. स्पर्श
हम्म
भाई अगर हम देखें सुयश शर्मा in between Rafiq Salam and Krunal Pandya here. Suyash Sharma is a googly bowler, pretty much predictable nowadays क्योंकि केकेआर ने भी उनको
हम्म
लास्ट में ड्रॉप कर दिया एंड
ड्रॉप कर दिया.
वी हैव सीन कि रिसेंटली इनका फॉर्म भी इतना अच्छा नहीं रहा है ही हैज बीन स्मैश्ड हियर एंड देयर
हम्म
we don't know if he can bring something else but I think this is one of the weakness they can this is where they gonna feel left down especially in big grounds in big grounds you need
बिल्कुल.
going away from the home you will need that option क्योंकि रन रोकने से नहीं होगा सिर्फ बिग ग्राउंड में
हाँ.
because we know how important in the T20 cricket wicket taking abilities in the middle overs is very important so I think leg
And
spin is like
see,
yeah yeah
this is again where Jacob Bethel can help. लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिन भी
yeah
डालता है
yeah
वो, तो उसको खिलाने के दो फायदे हैं.
yeah yeah
हम्म
so वही देखना पड़ेगा कि स्वप्निल सिंह कैन हाउ ही कैन कम इन एंड can he step up again so that's a big question but again moving on from here स्पर्श भाई अगर यहाँ पे कॉम्बिनेशन वाइज मिडिल ऑर्डर हम लोगों ने बात कर लिया लोअर मिडिल ऑर्डर आई थिंक प्रीटी मच वी हैव स्पोकन अबाउट
हम्म
Krunal the likes of Krunal Shefford Tim David they will come but here एक interesting question out of the box question maybe लोग वो करेंगे but can Krunal Pandya play the role of Akshar Patel somehow coming in that middle order मतलब just curiosity है it's not like something I want but
हम्म
curiosity ki what is your view something they gonna copy it from the Indian team tactic books कि कृणाल पांड्या को भेज दे हम लोग आगे
पॉसिबिलिटी है, बट डज ही हैव द एबिलिटी ऑफ अक्षर पटेल? I don't think so. Akshar Patel, he's, I think, arguably one of the best players of spin in the country right now. तो कृणाल पांड्या on that front कितना help कर पाएगा कितना नहीं कर पाएगा, I don't know. I think number 8 पे ठीक है, he's a luxury to have. अगर if required he can bat, but is he someone who I will float up the order ahead of someone like a Jitesh Sharma or a Patidar or a Livingston, you know, for that matter? I'm not too sure. I don't think them. I don't think they shall go down that route. Will they? I don't know. Should they? I don't think so.
yeah and I think RCB somehow gonna do that that is the reason वो out of the box question आया क्योंकि as you
They do the
mentioned that
unexpected.
Bethel ko maybe they will not play.
हाँ
I
हाँ
think there they might use Krunal Pandya somehow, especially collapse के टाइम में. मे बी कोलैप्स के टाइम में ही
हाँ.
उनका बैटिंग शायद काम आए एक एक
हम्म
तरह से बट अक्षर पटेल इज अ डिफरेंट gravy altogether at this moment as you
बिल्कुल.
mentioned I absolutely agree with that but a question here from Robin now a friend Robin from Twitter thoughts about RCB's batting unit as a whole do they have what it takes to pull it off Sparsh bhai we already spoke but once again if
हम्म
you would like to shed light
एज अ होल आई थिंक क्वालिटी तो है वहां पे, थोड़ा फॉर्म पे डिपेंड करेगा, खुद के भी ऑपोजिशन के भी बिकॉज 1.5 महीने का टूर्नामेंट है, बहुत ऊपर नीचे होता है, तो luck also becomes a factor over here. But I see they have the quality. I think it comes down to how you use your players. यहाँ पे entry point will play a big role. यहाँ पे you cannot have a fixed batting lineup कि 3 पे ये 4 पे ये 5 पे ये 6 पे ये. That's not how it works. I always say cricket is a situation game, not a position game. तो यहाँ पे you have to be flexible. अगर पावर प्ले के बाद विकेट गिर रहा है तो there is no need to send particle over there. You can send पाटीदार. फिर 5 और 6 में भी अगर पहले विकेट गिरता है, मान लो कि 12वें 13वें ओवर के अराउंड या फिर अराउंड 10 ओवर्स अगर विकेट गिर रहा है, देयर इज स्पिन ऑपरेटिंग इन द मिडिल, आइडियली यू वांट जितेश शर्मा टू कम अहेड ऑफ लिविंगस्टन. अब इतना फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी वो दिखाएंगे, I don't know, but I think these small things will play a role in how far RCB go. These small tactical decisions. और यहाँ पे पाटीदार इज कैप्टन, तो लेट्स सी व्हाट ही ब्रिंग्स टू द टेबल. नया कैप्टन है, देखने मिलेगा.
या डेफिनेटली एंड एज अ होल अगर देखे वही एक वीकनेस वही याद आता है कि विच
हाँ.
दे मेड अ बिग ब्लंडर इन द ऑक्शन दैट गेट
हम्म.
अ गुड लेफ्ट हैंडर हु कैन स्मैश ऑल ऑल काइंड ऑफ बॉलर्स. अभी वेंकटेश अगर मिल जाते वो भी एक वन डायमेंशनल प्लेयर हो जाते हैं कहीं ना कहीं, बट he has worked on his spin game a lot
हाँ.
in recent season. But I think someone like Nehal Vadera would have done really well in Chinnaswamy,
बिल्कुल.
and we have because he has that temperament as well. Under pressure, उन्होंने एक आध innings खेली है for Mumbai Indians at this level.
हम्म.
Uh, so many innings for Punjab in domestic
हाँ, हाँ.
Punjab under 23. So someone
हम्म.
like Nehal Vadera would have done a very good job.
आई
And
वुड हैव लव्ड
let
महिपाल लोमरोर आल्सो,
yeah,
क्योंकि
definitely
आई थिंक रिसेंटली उसका फॉर्म ग्राफ ऊपर गया है महिपाल लोमरोर का. तो
yeah,
एंड ओवरसीज ऑप्शंस में रचिन रविंद्रा, आई वाज very closely looking out at
yeah.
him, but they did not go down that route either.
Yes.
So
Yes. I personally wanted
hmm.
Rachin Ravindra, someone at least as an opener or number three.
हाँ, हाँ.
I was thinking he was the best option to have in Chinnaswamy and
Hmm.
someone from that land also. So वो थोड़ा हो जाता. But yeah, that's what it is now. But अगर डोमेस्टिक प्लेयर्स के हम लोगों ने मेंशन कर दिया, भंडांगे भी आई थिंक वन ऑफ द प्लेयर्स टू वॉच आउट
हाँ.
एज यू मेंशन ऑलरेडी दैट यू आल्सो
Hmm.
वांट. I also want him to see. But with Jitesh Sharma there already, the likes of Tim David will get ahead, I think. So let's see what क्या होता है. अभी भंडांगे, Bethel,
They have
this
Swastik.
yeah, Swastik Chikara, yes.
Hmm.
I think domestic option में they could have done well, but जो भी options है मे बी शायद अभी नहीं मिलेगा उनको चांस. अभी देखने जाए तो अगर
मुश्किल है.
भंडाके को इतना दिन से बिठा के रखे हैं,
Hmm.
there
Hmm.
is no surety that they will go ahead and use them this season. And
Hmm.
if you talk about who are the top domestic options who can shine for RCB, Spurs by, do you have anyone or means agar if you ask me means Rasik Dar definitely top the chart for me if he
बिल्कुल.
gets a
हाँ.
chance. Rasik Dar tops the chart. एंड मोहित राठी पे ऑलरेडी आई स्पोक कि मैंने उनको इतना दिखा नहीं है. ही इज नॉट दैट काइंड ऑफ बिग टर्न ऑफ द बॉल जो एक सचिन
Hmm. Hmm.
मुश्ताकली का गेम उनका लाइव आया था, वही देखा. वहां पे इतना टर्न नहीं करा रहे थे. बट
Hmm.
ओवरऑल आई थिंक रसिक दार इज गोइंग टू बी द टॉप ऑफ माई चार्ट. बट देयर इज वन ऑल्सो बहुत ही अननोन, मतलब ज्यादा लोगों को पता नहीं है. अभिनंदन सिंह नाम के एक बॉलर है, पेस बॉलर देयर. He played with Bhuvneshwar Kumar in Lucknow Falcons in the UP
Wow.
T20. UP T20. He is one of the most economical bowler of that tournament.
Okay.
Again, I think RCB has showed that faith in him to include that bowling plans जो हम लोगों ने discuss किया कि they are thinking to
Hmm.
acquire the bowlers who will suitable for Chinnaswamy. So Abhinandan Singh, he gets some good movement as well with the new ball. If something happens, God save, it should
Hmm.
not happen. But if something happens to Bhuvneshwar Kumar, I think Abhinandan Singh can surprise people if he comes into the 11. So he is also one player I wanted to mention. Yeah, Swastik Chikara, Varun Bhai also, who usually comes to the stream alongside me. Today he is
Hmm.
unfortunately couldn't join. Varun Bhai also mentioned that I think Chikara is not ready. I think
Hmm.
at this level, some technical abilities are something, but not. It's very raw actually at this point. So in the top domestic options, I think Rasik Dar and Abhinandan Singh. I really want to see if he get a chance. Obviously not in the first 11, but अगर किसी को कुछ हो गया ना हो, but maybe he can surprise someone if
Hmm.
RCB need him. If RCB need him, I think Abhinandan Singh might surprise him, might
Hmm.
surprise
Hmm.
people. So ये नाम I wanted to mention. Uh, let me see if any comments. Yeah. Okay. Okay. One again same only. I think views on RCB pace bowling lineup is strong bowling lineup. Yeah, I think as Pershbhai said, ki, it is one off, but I think there are many factors which will depend.
Hmm.
They have focus because Pershbhai has also focused on how they will share the overlapping things and all. This will also mention, and RCB management decision making will play a big part. I think Spurs, if I'm not wrong, that I think this is deciding who will play ahead of Yash Dayal, Rasik Dar. That might gonna play a role here. Yes, Bhuvi at the helm, but can he? Okay, coming to you. Can he turn it around here this time? That Bhuvi, the old Bhuvi, even in the DY Patil T20s, I don't think he was looking at his best. But can
Mm-hmm.
Bhuvi at the helm can change things for RCB here?
I hope so. I mean, we are optimistic people now. So, I hope so. Ki Bhuvneshwar Kumar, he has a good season, and I feel like his performances will also play a key role in deciding how far we go. तो वो चीज है. But see, Bhuvneshwar obviously he is not the same bowler he used to be. तो that is why I feel ki the conditions which he gets at the Chinnaswamy will be important, not just for Bhuvneshwar, in
Yeah,
fact, for the entire team. Like Irfan Pathan also tweeted, you ideally want to see some kind of grass on the surface, जहाँ पे थोड़ा movement मिल रहा हो नए ball के seamers को, and that is where I feel कि Bhuvneshwar का strength तब जाके maximize होगा, and that also allows you to front load Bhuvneshwar Kumar in his best phase, क्योंकि अब Bhuvneshwar Kumar से expectation रखना towards the death. मैंने एक tweet भी डाला था, seeing a recent clip I think where he was bowling something in the सईद मुश्ताक अली या फिर सम कोई तो टूर्नामेंट चल रहा था. एट द डेथ भुवनेश्वर हैज नाउ बिकम एक्सक्लूसिवली अ यॉर्कर बॉलर, और एक्यूरेसी भी उतना नहीं रहा है. तो आई डोंट सी हाउ दैट वर्क्स इन द आईपीएल. वहां पे तो मार पड़ जाएगी. तो आई एम नॉट रूलिंग भुवनेश्वर कुमार आउट एट द डेथ, बट ideally I want to see Bhuvneshwar bowling 2 or 3 in the power play and picking up wickets, क्योंकि भुवनेश्वर कुमार over the past couple of years I think economical तो रहा है, but wicket taking ability में थोड़ा सा decline आया है. But
yeah, that
fingers
economical thing.
crossed.
Yes, correct.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully, he also provides new ball breakthroughs, which will be important because spin attack उतना strong नहीं है. So ideally, you want some breakthroughs in the power play.
Yeah, I think you only mentioned or किसने I think अभी recently tweet किया था 37 average bowling average in the last 5-6 years. So that is a
हाँ
bit
हाँ.
concerning because average wise मतलब wicket taking ability थोड़ा कम हो गया है उनका. बाकी
हम्म.
runs तो ये runs he is stopping.
हाँ.
He has been death में he is not that good like it was before क्योंकि death में he used to take wickets. Death
हाँ.
overs में he used to take maximum wickets. Yes, he is a power play specialist, but the number of wickets he used to take in the death overs were immense, and that is the reason
हम्म.
he won purple caps as well.
हम्म.
He has been one of the highest wicket takers in the last decade or so. But the wicket taking ability, as Persh bhai said, that वो थोड़ा कम हो गया है. देखना
Pace भी
पड़ेगा
थोड़ा
क्या
कम हुआ है.
पेस
I
भी
think
कम.
he is not that sharp also. Accuracy कम हो गया है. तो
हाँ,
होता है with age these things
कंसिस्टेंसी
happen.
या पेस
हाँ.
आता है फिर चला जाता है मतलब
चला
कंसिस्टेंसी
जाता है.
नहीं है वो.
हाँ.
हाँ, ही कैन क्लिक 139 138 बट वो
हाँ.
मतलब कंसिस्टेंटली ही कैन नॉट मेंटेन द थ्रू आउट द गेम. सो वो नोटेबल है,
Fingers
वो नोटे
crossed.
या वो नोटेबल है. But Sparsh bhai, I think we have covered everything here. If you want to say, I think covered everything. Yeah, right from the batting, opening, pace bowling, spinners. Yeah, but let's come to the combination wise best playing 11. मतलब हाँ, we already spoke कि कौन कौन
हम्म.
player maybe they will be preferring. What is going to be your best playing 11? Let's not go कि क्या होगा, and maybe you can tell venue wise as well, condition wise, venue wise you
हम्म.
can also break it down so that people have a better idea of what to expect. At Chinnaswamy, no brainer. You can start here.
आई थिंक प्लेइंग 11 से ज्यादा प्लेइंग 12 डिस्कस करना इज मोर
Yeah,
सेंसिबल
yeah,
दीज डेज,
playing
क्योंकि
12, yes.
इम्पैक्ट प्लेयर आ चुका है ना. आई
uh,
थिंक विराट सॉल्ट ओपनिंग द इनिंग्स. नंबर 3 आई पर्सनली विल गो विद जैकब बेथल. लेफ्ट हैंडेड ऑप्शन वहां पे जरूरी है. आई थिंक इट एलिवेट्स द टीम, क्योंकि अगर दिस पॉइंट वी मिस्ड अर्लियर, अगर
हाँ,
विराट कोहली देखो पोस्ट पावर प्ले विराट कोहली का भी लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिन के सामने एक स्ट्राइक रेट में डिक्लाइन आता है. वहां पे अगर साथ में पडिकल भी आ जाए जिसका भी थोड़ा बहुत यू नो वी डोंट नो व्हाट टू एक्सपेक्ट ऑफ पडिकल और सॉल्ट का भी, इफ ही लास्ट्स बियॉन्ड द पावर प्ले, आफ्टर द पावर प्ले लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिन लेग स्पिन से आप फंसा सकते हो फिल सॉल्ट को. तो दैट इज वन एरिया 7 to 10 ओवर्स का फेस जहां पे
Sorry, sorry.
हाँ.
हाँ,
Am I audible?
sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry.
हाँ. तो एज आई वाज सेइंग 7 to 10 ओवर्स के फेस में शायद थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम आया आरसीबी को, एंड दैट इज वेयर आई फील कि जैकब बेथल विल प्ले अ रोल. तो विराट, सॉल्ट, बेथल, पाटीदार, जितेश, लिविंगस्टन, उसके बाद मनोज भांडगे. दिस इज वन प्लेयर आई वांट टू कीप एन आई ऑन. उसके बाद आई हैव भुवनेश्वर, हेजलवुड, रसिक सलाम, कृणाल पांड्या वो रहेगा ही, और डिपेंडिंग ऑन कंडीशंस सुयश शर्मा या फिर यश दयाल. So that will be my playing 12. You're on mute. I'm not able to hear you.
Uh, Pretty much what I want as well, and I think I will like to see Rasik starting ahead of Yash Dayal. Maybe he can
हाँ.
come in as impact player later if
Hmm.
required. अगर बैटिंग में अगर जरूरत नहीं पड़े किसी को भी, then I think they can save it up for Yash Dayal later on to come in later on. And especially in big grounds, I think Yash Dayal can start as well.
Hmm.
I think I'm going with the bowling pace, 4 pacers 1 spinner वाला. वो प्रॉब्लम रहेगा ही. अभी क्या कर सकते हैं, द लेग स्पिनर, it's not a convincing option for me. There's no
Livingston
convincing
can
option.
chip in, by the way.
या
2 ओवर डाल सकता है वो.
हाँ, बट
Hmm.
वो तो अब आ ही गया ना वो प्लेइंग 11 में उसमें.
हाँ.
बट एक डेजिग्नेटेड एक प्योर लेग स्पिनर, आई एम नॉट कन्विंस्ड
Hmm.
टू प्ले
प्रॉब्लम है.
either of these two. So I am going with that 4 pacer, जो हेजलवुड, रसिक, भुवनेश्वर एंड यश दयाल. 4 pacer and Kunal Pandya. And उसके
Hmm.
बाद the batting lineup is pretty much similar as well. So Salt, Virat will open the innings,
Hmm.
and I think पडिकल को मैं रखना चाहूंगा. लेट्स सी व्हाट ही कैन डू. That is the
Hmm.
only thing I want to change.
Hmm.
बाकी तो pretty much it's similar. So
Fair
hopefully,
enough.
yeah, hopefully there's a question.
I think we have 3 questions.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
RCB doesn't have a hit attack bowler or hard length
Hmm.
bowler who is in their cricket circuit who could help RCB. Uh, Karnataka cricket circuit. Sparsh, if you can.
यार आइडियली तो एंडी फ्लावर ही ऑलवेज हैज हैड दिस प्रेफरेंस ऑफ टॉल हिट द डेक बॉलर्स. अगर आप लखनऊ सुपर जायंट्स में व्हेन एंडी फ्लावर वाज देयर, इफ यू लुक एट हिज बॉलिंग अटैक जो उसने असेंबल किया था, मार्क वुड, मोहसिन खान और आवेश खान, ऑल थ्री आर टॉल हिट द डेक बॉलर्स. तो
Yeah.
आई वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग कि यहाँ आरसीबी भी मे बी समथिंग सिमिलर वुड हैपन, बट पता नहीं क्या हो गया कि there is not a single defined well defined hit the deck bowler right now in the team. Last season Cameron Green was there, and I feel कि Cameron Green played a very underrated role in that 6 games जहाँ पे RCB won back to back with his bowling, not so much with his batting. वहाँ पे भी he
Yeah.
contributed, but his bowling was a massive aspect. Middle overs में he was bowling hit the deck consistently. उसके बाद ही ब्रोक डाउन एज वेल, इंजर हो गया फॉर द उसके बाद इंजर हो गया, बट हाँ, this season they don't have a hit the deck bowler. We spoke about this earlier, and I feel यहाँ पे that is why Josh Hazelwood will have to bowl 1 over in the middle, जहाँ पे domestic batters खेल रहे होंगे, and maybe they are attacking spin well, they are playing spin well. Hazelwood will have to come in, bowl an over of hit the deck, and probably try to take their wicket. और वहाँ पे it is a bit of a hole for RCB, and Hazelwood is their only solution right now.
Yeah, I think yeah, that pretty much on the head because अभी कोई है नहीं अभी you spoke about Andy Flowers' preference with the hitter bowler. Even
Hmm.
with the backup option, they have someone like Yudhvir Charak from Jammu and Kashmir. So
हाँ हाँ.
that pretty much tells that what kind of bowling he was looking uh, at that point of time in the conditions like in India. But थोड़ा
Hmm.
बहुत चेंज हो जाता है यहाँ पे लुकिंग एट द कंडीशन इन चिन्नस्वामी बिकॉज लखनऊ जितना बड़ा भी नहीं है.
Hmm. Hmm.
अहमदाबाद जितना भी नहीं है. अहमदाबाद में भी हिट अटैक बॉलिंग वर्क्स रियली वेल. सो
Hmm.
आई थिंक Hazelwood going to do the heavy
Hmm.
lifting here. Uh,
ऑप्शन नहीं है.
Maybe option nahi hai, and I think
हाँ.
middle over enforcer में he can I think get 2 overs even. मुझे भी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है कि 2 ओवर आ जाए क्योंकि कोई है नहीं मिडिल ओवर्स में विकेट लेने
Hmm.
वाला. दैट इज द रीजन आई वांट हिम टू डू दैट हेवी लिफ्टिंग
Hmm.
alongside stopping runs between Livingston and Krunal Pandya. अगर हेजलवुड वहां पे चिप इन कर दे हिट टेक बॉलिंग के साथ इन द मिडिल ओवर, दैट आई थिंक दैट इज द वे आरसीबी शुड गो with 1 over left for the death overs. So
Hmm.
I think that is going to means pretty much sum it up for them here. Another question we actually I already mentioned. Jo mera question tha. I think they should use Krunal as floater and
Hmm.
Manoj as lower hitter. Yeah, definitely. Manoj Bananke का जो लोअर ऑर्डर हिटिंग एबिलिटी है स्पेशली चिन्नस्वामी में आई थिंक आरसीबी आर मिसिंग अ ह्यूज मतलब वो एक गैप छोड़ दे रही है बाय नॉट यूजिंग हिम last season we saw how last season kya last couple of season we saw DK had to
हाँ.
do a lot of heavy lifting and DK
Mhm.
being the legend himself did it really well last season अच्छा किया उससे पहले थोड़ा वो हो गए थे but last season he quite made a comeback there but I think वही कृणाल का फ्लोटर वाला ऑप्शन स्पर्श भाई अगर देखा जाए तो आई थिंक वो पडिकल अगर खेलेंगे तो आई थिंक दैट मेक सेंस if something happens to the top order early in the innings, early in the power
Hmm.
play, then I think floater के हिसाब से I think they can use that अक्षर वाला trump card जो I think will save the likes of Tim David, the likes of Livingston to the
Hmm.
later part of the innings. So that is
आई थिंक
what
ओनली इन द
I
केस ऑफ अ कोलैप्स, या फिर
yeah, yeah,
अगर दोनों एंड से वहां पे लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिन डल रहा हो और लेफ्ट हैंडर आरसीबी के पास नहीं हो, ओनली इन
yeah,
दीज टू लाइक वेरी स्पेसिफिक यूज केसेस में कृणाल कैन बी प्रमोटेड अप द ऑर्डर. बट अदरवाइज यार, एज वी स्पोक अर्लियर, अक्षर पटेल इज डिफरेंट ग्रेवी. तो
different
दैट्स
gravy, yeah.
दैट्स द थिंग ओवर देयर.
Different gravy, definitely, absolutely. Uh, okay. एक और यहाँ पे सेम आदर्श बिस्वाल भाई का ही इफ आरसीबी रियली वांट्स टू विन द ट्रॉफी दे नीड टू बेंच रशिद दयाल ओके I don't understand why they Vijay Kumar Vishak he can solve out that bowling. I think this is one answer that Chandan Kundu also asked that hit the deck bowling का क्या मतलब ऑप्शन हो सकता था
वाइशक. हाँ.
या Vaishak could have been a very good option and he
हम्म.
did मतलब इतना भी खराब नहीं किया he was a good option to have
ओके
in
ओके
that
था. हाँ.
yeah in that regard, it was a good option to have.
हम्म.
So I think he could have come into the scene as a local boy as well. I
हाँ.
don't know कौन सी टीम में गया है forgot आई थिंक गुजरात में है या पंजाब पता नहीं और ही
पता नहीं. हाँ.
अनफोल्ड
नॉट श्योर.
so let me see yeah I think pretty much done here Spurge by
वी हैव
uh,
वन मोर क्वेश्चन नीचे फ्रॉम चंदन.
okay let me see yeah saw would have
हाँ.
been more profitable if RCB had picked Nattu over Bhuvi uh,
पॉसिबली.
पॉसिबली
बिकॉज
बट
यहाँ
अभी
पे.
मेरे को याद नहीं आ रहा है कि
हम्म.
कौन से टाइमलाइन में भुवी को लिया था वो भी एक्चुअली मैटर करता है मे
हाँ,
बी
ऑक्शन डायनामिक्स. बिल्कुल
हाँ
बिल्कुल
ऑप्शन
बिल्कुल.
डायनेमिक्स बट
बिल्कुल.
ओके अगर ओवरऑल देखा जाए तो यस नट्टू को आई वुड हैव लव टू हैव यस स्पर्श भाई कुड यू व्हाट वांटेड टू से
हाँ, आई वाज जस्ट सेइंग कि अगर नटराजन होता इन प्लेस ऑफ भुवनेश्वर, अ कपल ऑफ थिंग्स. एक लेफ्ट हैंडेड ऑप्शन है नटराजन. नंबर टू, ही इज यंगर, तो he still has a higher upside than Bhuvneshwar. And number three, it allows you to play Yash Dayal up front, and then you can have Nattu bowling towards the later end of the innings. So overall, I felt कि it would have been a better option, but no regrets here. Bhuvneshwar is Bhuvneshwar, so it's okay.
Yeah, let's finger cross कि वो अपना best lie and
Hopefully.
RCB actually utilize him according to his strength. That also plays a big part because I think they can do it this time. वो
Mm-hmm.
overlap अगर ना करे तो अच्छा कि
हाँ.
जिसका मतलब दिन नहीं है मतलब दिन नहीं है जिसका अभी स्ट्रेंथ नहीं है मतलब नहीं है उनको मतलब जोर जबरदस्ती you don't need to push him to bowl in the death which is has not been his radar for some time now. तो
हाँ.
वो 19th ओवर वाला ट्रॉमा इंडिया के लिए बहुत भारी पड़ गया था
हाँ.
तो या बट ओवरऑल आई थिंक कुछ और तो मिस नहीं गया हाँ आई थिंक या डेफिनेटली और if you have any questions whoever is watching you can push it but the last question for Splash Bhai is it going to be their season the big jack मतलब is it going to be their jackpot season I see personally I'm not confident अगर मैं थोड़ा short word में बोलूं but
हाँ.
what do you want to say
यार, कॉन्फिडेंस 17 साल के बाद कहाँ से आएगा? आई मीन वी हैव तो वो तो है एक चीज. डू सी, आई डोंट मेक दीज चैंपियनशिप काइंड ऑफ प्रिडिक्शंस बिकॉज
yeah
एज आई सेड, लक कम्स इनटू पिक्चर बिग टाइम. 1.5 महीने 2 महीने का टूर्नामेंट है. एक प्लेयर इंजर हो जाए, दो प्लेयर इंजर हो जाए, someone loses form, someone goes in tremendous form, these things change the dynamics by a whole lot. So it would rather be more sensible, I feel, to comment on their top four chances. Dhoni also, I think he once said in the past कि our aim is to get into the playoffs, उसके बाद जो उस दिन पे होगा देख लेंगे. तो that's what I personally believe in as well. तो can they make the top four? Competition बहुत high है. I feel they have the resources. थोड़ा luck support करे, players थोड़े inform रहे, तो they can sneak through. Maybe not a top two finish, but 3-4 पे probably they can अगर थोड़ा luck साथ दे. But overall I see the RCB finishing somewhere in the mid table, 3 से 6 के बीच में.
I think अगर somehow Devdutt Padikkal
हम्म.
मतलब he can turn it around. I think it
हाँ.
is going to be RCB at least मतलब top four में तो कर ही जाएंगे. Means I think he will play a crucial role because as you also say that कि वो factor बहुत matter करेगा जो left hander option है.
हम्म.
If Bethel is not starting, then Devdutt Padikkal
हाँ.
have to cover up that burden of being that left hander in that middle overs and also after the power play and in the power play as well. In the
हम्म.
power play it will not be an issue, but Padikkal का वो weakness है कि away spin में थोड़ा वो बहुत कर जाते
हाँ.
हैं. Spinners के against भी Googly के against he has a very low strike rate. Googly के against बहुत वो
Right.
struggle करते हैं. So pretty much straightforward weaknesses हैं Padikkal के, and
हाँ.
against high pace also he might feel a bit vulnerable. But let's see.
That's why I
वो
said कि Padikkal को use करना है तो it's a very highly specific role, but also a quietly valuable role. तो quietly pivotal role, I would say. तो
role.
थोड़ा सा एक trade off है वहां पे, but क्या करें? I mean, squad composition ऐसा है कि you have to work around these things.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, like Soham
Uh,
says over here, ki how Patidar operates. Patidar will be
yeah,
massive, crucial, because Patidar is probably the only spin basher they have. Properly अगर कोई एक assigned हो तो नंबर 4 पे पाटीदार ही है जो कि पूरा मिडिल ओवर्स का लेखा जोखा संभालेगा. तो even last season I think पाटीदार का, in spite of being a right hander, his strike rate against leg spin and left arm spin was some 220. That's out
yeah,
of this world for a right hander. So Patidar, he will have to do the heavy lifting in the middle overs. And I think he's coming off good form as well. Madhya Pradesh ke liye, I think he even led them till the final in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. So let's see, fingers crossed. Form ke upar depend karega. If a lot of these people are in form, then I feel like RCB they can sneak into the top four.
yeah, and I think that means Abhi Patidar, what he has done for MP, that also played a huge role behind him becoming
Hmm.
the captain of the RCB
Captain,
this season because
बिल्कुल
they
हाँ.
were looking for a captain. I think Venkatesh Iyer वो लोग bank कर रहे थे कि to have someone like Venkatesh Iyer as a captain and Virat
Hmm.
Kohli. Let's say कि विराट कोहली को भी they wanted him to be the
हाँ.
captain, but Virat Kohli denied मतलब he is not in that space now that he will
Right,
come
right.
back and lead. वो बहुत लोग हैं अफवाह फैलाते हैं मिक्सर फिक्सिट का टैग लगा देते हैं भाई.
हाँ.
आगे बढ़ चुका है वो इंसान. तो
Hmm.
वो तुम्हारे जैसे पीछे नहीं है अभी. वो बहुत आगे बढ़ चुका है. बाकी अगर और भी अगर या एक आध कमेंट अगर देख ले आदित्य बिस्वाल also mentioned that half of the match you wins between 7-15 over. Yes, but we don't have bowlers who can win us match for in that phase. How can we expect them to win the 18th edition of IPL? Very good question. So वही जो स्पर्श भाई ने बोला लक चाहिए हमको. जो चीजें कंट्रोल में है वो ठीक से करो.
हाँ.
कृणाल पांड्या है एक ऑप्शन. बाकी हाउ दे यूज लिविंगस्टन, हाउ दे यूज हेजलवुड एंड इवन with the bat, how they use that middle order, that will depend a lot. Isn't it, Sparsh?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. एज आई सेड कि धोनी बोलते हैं ना कि कंट्रोल द कंट्रोलेबल्स, वो करना पड़ेगा.
Yeah, yeah,
एंड सेकेंडली यू हैव टू प्रॉपरली यूटिलाइज योर रिसोर्सेज. इफ यू डू दैट आई थिंक यू विल बी इन गुड स्टेड. बट यार टीम्स करती नहीं है. आई मीन अवेयरनेस
yeah,
आ रही है धीरे धीरे. इट गॉट बेटर लास्ट सीजन. Tactical awareness बढ़ रही है. But still it remains to be seen what will happen, especially under a new captain, how he uses his bowlers. And I think this is also one reason why key power play becomes a very important phase. You need
yeah,
Bhuvneshwar and Hazelwood taking wickets up front so that आपका life थोड़ा middle overs में आसान हो जाए, because आपके
yeah,
पास spin attack उतना अच्छा है नहीं.
yeah,
कृणाल पांड्या फैंटास्टिक डिफेंसिव ऑप्शन, बट अगर वो एक एंड पे कंट्रोल कर रहा है रन फ्लो, दूसरे एंड पे कौन संभालेगा? दूसरे एंड पे तो रन लीक होने
yeah.
के चांसेस है. तो दैट इज वन प्रॉब्लम विच आई सी, बट ठीक है, देखते हैं अब क्या होता है। दे लक थोड़ा साथ देगा और फॉर्म अच्छा रहेगा तो फिंगर्स क्रॉस्ड।
वही तो कंट्रोल द कंट्रोलेबल्स, दैट इज द आई थिंक वही वो व्हाइट बोर्ड में वो टीम ड्रेसिंग रूम में यू हैव टू कीप दैट स्लोगन देयर कि कंट्रोल द कंट्रोलेबल्स की
हाँ।
भाई जो है उसको मत बिगाड़ो, जो नहीं है उसको छोड़ो, डोंट ट्राई टू डू समथिंग एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी। जो अभी पेपर कैप्टनसी करो, थोड़ा बुक कैप्टनसी
हम्म
करो ज्यादा अभी। जो राइट टैक्टिक्स है, जो स्ट्रेंथ है उसके अकॉर्डिंग, जैसे स्पर्श भाई ने बोला कि वो करो। Yeah, RCB don't have a wicket-taking leg spinner as well. Adarsh Bhai has said that they can make 11 with a lot of all-rounders with one-on-one or two odd overs. Yes,
हम्म
that is what we are also speaking. That वही देखो कि क्या है हाथ में, how you are you have what you have in your hand वो देखो। बाकी कुछ बाहर का करने मत जाओ, भूवी को जाके 1900 ओवर मत दे दो वो सब मत करो।
हाँ।
दैट इज अ कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट थिंग इफ ही एग्जीक्यूट वेल, वो अलग बात
हाँ।
है। रिजल्ट ओरिएंटेड हम लोग नहीं है,
हम्म
जस्ट ट्रस्ट इन द प्रोसेस, दैट्स द मेन थिंग। या
आई
आई
फील कि
थिंक
लिविंगस्टन यहाँ पे ही विल हैव अ रोल टू प्ले। लिविंगस्टन बहुत एक
या
क्रूशियल प्लेयर होने वाला है। आई
बहुत
थिंक
ही
थोड़े सस्ते में भी मिला वो। ही डिड नॉट गो
या
फॉर लाइक 10 crores और समथिंग, सस्ते में आ गया आरसीबी के पास। आई वाज अ बिट सरप्राइज्ड बिकॉज हाई वैल्यू प्लेयर है यार, जो भी बोलो, उसका फॉर्म ऊपर नीचे है, बट ही इज लियम लिविंगस्टन ना। ही मतलब आई थिंक उसका पेस के अगेंस्ट स्ट्राइक रेट आईपीएल में 200 है। दैट्स
या
क्रेजी। इट्स द हाईएस्ट इन द लीग। तो अ प्रॉपर पेस हिटर डाउन द ऑर्डर फिनिशर के तौर पे लियम लिविंगस्टन, एंड आल्सो समवन हु कैन बॉल बोथ। ऑफ स्पिन भी डाल सकता है, लेग स्पिन भी डाल सकता है, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द मैचअप्स। तो लिविंगस्टन विल हैव अ रोल टू प्ले। अगर इसका सीजन अच्छा जाएगा तो आई फील कि the team has they can probably go into the top 4.
एंड अनदर थिंग आई वांट टू ऐड, एक चीज जो हम लोगों ने, आई थिंक यू विल आल्सो एग्री, भाई वनडे खेल के आ रहा है विराट, सो स्पिन के अगेंस्ट वाला गेम थोड़ा बेटर होता है जब वनडे खेल के आते हैं तो। सो let's see how he goes against the spin, because he is someone अगर कुछ अगर टीम को चाहिए, he will step up, he
He
will
will
want to
step up.
do that job, he would
हाँ,
like to do that, he know that there is, अगर सॉल्ट आउट हो जाए या देवदत्त पडिक्कल है, he is not getting that acceleration against the spin, because अभी इधर लिविंगस्टन भी आ गए, लिविंगस्टन भी अगर एज यू सेड ही इज वेरी गुड अगेंस्ट पेस, बट स्पिन के अगेंस्ट थोड़ा सा
हम्म
क्लूलेसनेस आ जाता है, उनका इंग्लिश प्लेयर है भाई
आ जाता
तो
है।
हाँ, सो वहां पे अगर जितेश शर्मा, द लाइक्स ऑफ जितेश शर्मा, लिविंगस्टन, ये पार्टनरशिप में बैटिंग करनी होगी, वही
हाँ,
स्पर्श भाई ने भी ये बोला कि भाई जो है उसको ठीक से मिक्सअप करो, यू हैव टू बैट इन पार्टनरशिप, एंड आई थिंक कोहली spin game in that middle overs. I hope so that he has a similar season as well, like last year.
होपफुली।
What he
हम्म
has done last year was tremendous, and अच्छे एक फॉर्म से टच से आ रहे हैं वो, so hopefully he will get along as well. And वही लिविंगस्टन वाला फैक्टर भी, I think it's going to be very very crucial. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, I think only okay. और आदर्श भाई आज पूरा फुल फॉर्म में, one way RCB can lift the trophy is we have 140 160 pitch with batting depth,
या
not
वी कवर्ड दिस
exactly
ना
like,
कि
हाँ
अगर
वही,
आपका न्यू बॉल असिस्टेंस है तो आई फील दैट इज द वे टू गो फॉर आरसीबी। यू हैव द पेसर्स। आई थिंक आइडियली यू शुड एक्सपेक्टेड एट द चिन्नास्वामी। अब होगा कि नहीं होगा पता नहीं, बट अगर होता है तो आई थिंक इट प्लेज मोर इनटू द हैंड्स ऑफ आरसीबी देन द ऑपोजिशन। तो दैट इज
हाँ,
समथिंग which they should aim at
और एक
given
आध
their
गेम में उन्होंने
personnel.
किया भी है, एक आध गेम में उन्होंने किया
हाँ,
भी
आई
है इन द
रिमेम्बर।
पास्ट। या
हाँ हाँ।
आकाशदीप, सिराज, दे एब्सोल्युटली
हम्म
went berserk in that power play,
हाँ।
especially against someone like Mumbai Indians. मैंने देखा है मुंबई इंडियंस के अगेंस्ट चिन्नास्वामी में, they have always struggled. Mumbai Indians always struggled against RCB opening spells.
हम्म।
रोहित शर्मा हो जाए, ईशान किशन, सूर्य कुमार as well. So ये
उमेश यादव
मतलब
याद
ये,
आता है।
या
हाँ।
डेफिनेटली, सो ये चीज मतलब थोड़ा देखना पड़ेगा कि हाउ दे कैन, यस वेरी गुड
हम्म
पॉइंट फ्रॉम आदर्श विश्वाल, वी ऑलरेडी स्पोक, इरफान
हम्म
इरफान पठान ने भी बोला वो कि घास रखो थोड़ा, so yeah,
हम्म
that going to be play a role. But yeah, we are approaching the 1 hour mark. I think we have covered everything. Spurge bhai, anything more, anything else to add if you want?
नहीं, I think we have covered it
Yeah,
all.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think they
yeah.
they they have the pieces. अब jigsaw puzzle
Yeah.
को assemble करना है. If they do that, they might go all the way. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And it was glad to have you. Hopefully,
The pleasure is mine.
in future again. And thanks for watching, whoever joined in. And I'm coming live again in few minutes for SRH. We are doing SRH preview as well in half an hour time. So come and join. We have a couple of more special guests there. Spush by. Hopefully, RCB get it done this time. And have a great evening, great night. Thanks for joining, and see
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
See you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.